Hey there. Well, here I am with the vlog, and I'm actually texting you from my room. And the reason I'm doing this is because just waking up, I think I had a visit from someone I loved who has passed away. Well, the reason I'm talking about that right now, too, is because I've had a lot of people ask me, if they had a dream or if they had a visit, and or how do they know if they had a visit, etc., etc. So I'm going to tell you what I have learned through my own experiences. Okay. And I think a visit, it has a different vibe, but let me just say a dream has a different vibe in this way. Very often people will, have dreams and they'll think that somebody was doing this, that, or the other, and they don't understand it. Well, usually those are just dreams. And the people in your dreams represent an aspect of your own personality. Whatever that person represents to you, that's what that is. But if it's a visit, it has a different vibe. It's usually going to happen when you're not real deep asleep, more like when you're just waking up, or just going to sleep, but usually just waking up. And very often they'll be very vivid, but they have a different vibe, okay? And they're usually short. And a lot of times it's real aggravating because they've said something to you, but it's rare that you actually, hear or see them talk. You might, but usually they don't say anything, or if they do, you don't hear them, which is very aggravating, like I said. But here's the thing. Whatever they gave you, it's there when you need it, okay? You may not have the words, but there might be a situation come up, and you just know, how did I know this? Because they probably gave you that. Or maybe you have more of a settled feeling because maybe they told you something you needed emotionally. You might not ever know exactly the words, but also you might have a repeat visit or something, and every time this person appears to me, this happens or that happens. So try not to stress out and get too aggravated because you can't consciously recall what might have been given. Think about the emotional feeling you had, though, because the emotional feeling could tell you a whole lot. It could be something to comfort you, to tell you maybe to show you something you need to say to someone else. It may become apparent later that, oh, this is what I needed to know so I would be able to navigate this, etc., etc. Okay, but in my opinion, they do visit, and like I said, it's usually early morning, and sometimes, one more thing, not always, but very often there'll be something between, like a table between you and the person, or some obstacle, sometimes not. I had a full-on hug with somebody that passed on, and I know it was so unbelievable. I've never had anything like that before or since, but it was a long time coming on that particular dream/visit, okay? So like I said, sometimes a dream is just a dream. You have to learn, I think, how to distinguish the difference in the way it feels to you. But the crazy dreams, especially when somebody's passed, where it's full of conflict and just full of just craziness, those are usually just, anxiety dreams. And you don't need to worry about that kind of thing. But, you don't have to worry about none of them, okay? But like I said, a true visit, it's just different feel. May not be no consciousness of what actually was said, but whatever it was, it's there and you need it. Just take it that it was probably needing you, this room was letting you know that you are loved and you are not alone. And now I'm going to tend to my dogs.